Magyar szólások és közmondások angolul beszélőknek.
Hungarian sayings and proverbs for English speakers. Size doesn't matter.
Akkor jó a kicsi alma, ha nagy nincs.
Alma is an apple. Kicsi or quiche is small. So you can use either before a noun, but if there's no noun, you have to use kicsi. And nagy is big. Now, quiche and nagy have the full range of meanings from small, short, and they also apply to people. So if you talk about kicsi, it could mean a child. Kislein is your young daughter. And nagy can mean a grown-up, an adult. If you talk about a nagy line, that is your daughter who was grown up. So what do we have? Then, good, a small apple, if big there is not. A small apple is good when there is no big ones. So basically, appreciate what you've got. For additional vocabulary, we want to look at fruit. We'll start with some of the really easy ones. Banana, orange. As in English, the word for the fruit and the word for the colour are exactly the same. I covered colours in the swan video. Kiwi, kiwifruit. Do not confuse kiwifruit with a kiwi. You eat kiwi fruit. A kiwi is either a bird or a person who lives in New Zealand. Now let's try something a bit harder. Silver, plum. This is the sort of plum that you see in Hungary. In New Zealand, it's quite uncommon. Our plums tend to look more like this. We tend to go for the Japanese plums. Here's a big one. Shaga Borotsk, apricot. Gurte, pear. We're going to have a look at a new double letter. The GY is a single letter in Hungarian and a single sound. So as with the other double letters that we've looked at, it has its own entry in the dictionary. We do have this sound in English, sort of. It's not quite the same. It's sort of like the d, dupe, or during. One tip my singing teacher gave me is when you say the Hungarian d, nothing in your face should move. So that tongue's going up, d, but there's no movement in your cheeks. Let's have a look at some words that have the d in it. The one that we've been saying every week, magyar. It means Hungarian. Gyalog. Two meanings. It can mean a pawn, or it can mean by foot. So gyalogja means to go by foot, to walk. A new fruit. I didn't add this one because I'm not sure how common it is. In New Zealand, it's extremely rare. It's the med. No, it's not a cherry, it's a sour cherry. Quite a different fruit. Med. So it's the one you make pies out of. Again, we have a double GY at the end, and we write that as G, GY. So if you were to actually sound it out phoneme by phoneme, it would be M, E, GY, GY. To be. Like most languages, in Hungarian, the verb to be is one of the most irregular. We're going to look at just the present tense. If you're not sure about this, have a quick look at my bold cats video. I go into a wee bit more detail. So we got this GY again. Je, vodjuk, vod, von. And again, vod is you singular, informal. Again, that is also covered in the bold cats video. If I want to say I am small, I put the kicsi before the vodjuk. Kicsi vagyok. Small I am. If I want to say you are big, nagy vagy. Big you are. This is because in Hungarian, the word immediately before the verb takes the focus. So what we're talking about is what you are, so therefore it has to go before the verb. Kicsi vagyok, nagy vagy. Oh dear. Az alma piros. The apple is red. You're saying, where is the von? Well, in Hungarian, if you're just saying what something is, like the apple is red, the girl is tall, the dog is wet, you don't use the von. Never use the von. Let's have a look at the plurals. Vagyunk, vagytok, vannak. Vannak has exactly the same rule as von. It is not used when you're simply describing what something is. I'm not going to give examples for these three because we then would have to go into making plural forms of the adjectives, and I'm not going to cover that in this video. And not to be. To be or not to be. The first two are quite simple. Nem vagyok. Not I am. Nem vagy. Not you are. But the third one, nincs. Remember that CH is a ch. Nincs. He, she, or it does not exist. So if I want to say I am not small, the most important word now is not the small, but the nam. The nam always takes the focus. Nem vagyok kicsi. Not I am small. Nem vagy nagy. Not you are big. And remember, this could also mean adult or grown up. But when I say nincs piros alma, I'm not saying the apple is not red. Nincs, remember, means it does not exist. So nincs piros alma means there isn't a red apple. If I want to say the apple is not red, I need to say az alma nem piros. There is no verb von in there. The nam is modifying the piros, not the von. So you never say nam von. Nam von is always ninch. But you can say nam and an adjective. In this case, nam piros. You can say nam nagy, nam kicsi. And the plurals are nam vagyunk, nam vagytok, and nincsenek. They do not exist.
Akkor jó a kicsi alma, ha nagy nincs.
So make the most of what you have. You now have a few more words of Hungarian.